2 years ago, I'm at the beach, right? I think it's like Brighton Beach, which is like in England somewhere, right? And it's about this time, 2 p.m. We're at the beach, fucking literally near the sea, right? And my boys, they take off their shirt. They are fucking ripped. They've got like a nice, really good body, right? And then there's me, fucking fat as fuck, eating a tub of ice cream, and I still have my fucking shirt on. Keep in mind, it was fucking hot back then. Like, when I say it was hot, it was fucking hot. Like, everyone had their t-shirts off, even the fatties. And then there was me, bro. I was literally there with my t-shirt on, having fucking self-confident issues. And today, we are gonna build you the aesthetic physique. And just for you boys, obviously, I'm still building my aesthetic physique. Got a bit of a belly, but I've got muscle. So, you guys are gonna come on a journey with me to build an aesthetic physique. From step 1 to step 10. It's gonna be a full year worth of intense training in the gym, specifically targeting the aesthetic muscle groups, which are the lats, the neck, the abs, the biceps, the lats, the lateral delts, and upper chest. But how exactly do we train these effectively so that we can get the 10 out of 10 aesthetic physique? Well, step number 1 is first you need to establish a good and correct workout. You see, the thing is, right, most people train with ego. They put on too much weight and sacrifice form. And sure, you might like lift heavy weights, right? But what is the point if you're not actually building muscle in the correct way? So, boys, drop the ego, start out light, and then build your way up. Getting this physique, I literally had to start at like the fucking 5 kg weights. The fucking, on the machines, I had to like do 20 kg. Then I built my way up to like 80. It took a full year of bulking just to reach that physique. And boom, boom, boom. Let me tell you a story, right? Back when I was kind of like antisocial, I kind of went to the gym, didn't really enjoy it, fast fuck. And I kept being inconsistent, right? And I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, you might have this problem. I mean, you maybe not. But here's the thing. The best way to reach that goal faster is simply to have a friend or to make a friend at the gym that you go with. Because this makes your gym journey so much more exciting and so much more fun. Especially if you're able to get someone who is more experienced than you. It will make your journey 1,000 times more faster. You're essentially killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Socializing and building an aesthetic physique. That's crazy. Your level of growth has gone from this to this. And that is amazing. So, now that we've established dropping your ego and how you're going to work out right, now we have to establish your workout routines. So I myself make friends in the gym like almost every single day. I literally find it like fun just to talk to people there now. And you see, the thing is, by doing this, you're also improving your social skills, which, let me tell you something right now, your social skills is just as important as getting an aesthetic physique. So there are at least 2 workout routines. There's the bro split and there's the PPL, which is push-pull legs. Me personally, I don't do either 2. I just train whatever I want. And that's because being able to kind of go into this gym with a freestyle kind of free-form kind of fun, flowy kind of energy makes it a lot more fun. Like, the reason why I was so inconsistent in the gym back in the day was simply because I would always have to go in with some kind of boring routine like PPL or the bro split. Now I just go to the gym to have fun. Now, obviously, I'm training hard. I'm training to failure, right? But the fact that I'm able to kind of go to the gym, train what I want, have fun, speak to the people there, makes my growth 100 times more better. Now comes the part where you need to decide whether you need to bulk or cut. Chances are, if you're skinny or skinny fat, you will need to bulk up a bit. Now, your goals for this summer should simply just to be bulking up as much as possible and even to socialize, because what's the point of an aesthetic physique if you can't talk to people? So, yeah. So we've established what you're gonna do. You socialize in the gym and you bulk up. Cool. But how exactly do you bulk up the correct way without getting too much fat? No processed foods, no sugary foods, just meat, chicken, eggs, a bunch of vegetables, and a bunch of fruits. Maybe like a rice is calm, but not all the time, right? You kind of want to save your brain points if you're trying to start a business or studying effectively, right? Actually, not scratch that. If you're bulking, carbs are fine. I'm a bit hunch and real. If you're bulking, scratch that. Go eat rice, go eat pasta, go eat cheese, 100% of cheese. Cheese is like 100% a cheat code. Like in cheese, tuna, bro. When I tell you, listen, tuna is a fucking cheat code. It's how I built this physique in just a year, right? Tuna is a cheat code. Cheese is a fucking amazing cheat code, right? Um, so picture this, right? Cheese is like a superfood with the amount of nutrients it has in it. Same thing with eggs. Like eggs is a superfood as well with the amount of nutrients it has in it. And then we have tuna, which is just high in protein. You span that for like months upon months upon months, you'll grow this nice physique. So the choice becomes, do you want to focus on your business or do you want to focus on fitness? If you want to focus on business, you might have to give up all these kind of bulking foods like carbs and stuff like that. But if you're trying to go down the route of building a nice physique, you will have to sacrifice part of your business just so you can bulk up, build up muscle, and like lose kind of brain fog and brain points, right? And it's that choice that you need to make that will help you grow on your journey. If we're trying to balance business and fitness, sure, you'll grow, but you'll be expending so much energy in both areas that the growth will be mediocre. So, because today's video is talking about building an aesthetic physique for girls, here's the thing. You focus purely on fitness, right? Now, this doesn't mean neglect business completely. Still do your business work, right? But all your focus will be towards fitness, right? Bulking or cutting, whatever, right? And because of this, you're going to do your absolute best within this next year to bulk up as much as possible. And this is because when you bulk up and you reach this kind of goal point of view, kind of like building muscle, right? When you cut down, you are going to be a completely different person. A fucking beast. Now let's talk about cutting. If you're cutting, chances are you need to lay off a lot of foods. Simply put, just go eat keto, carnivore diet, animal-based diet. The three best diets you can actually eat to cut. You'll like cut down on so much fat easily within months. Cutting honestly is a lot easier for me, simply because it's basically just about eating less of the junk food, eating less of the I don't even eat junk food, but like it's eating less of like the whole carbs and stuff like that. So I have less to think about. Simply put, animal-based diet, carnivore diet, keto diet. That will help you to cut down weight, fat, whatever, extremely fast. And that is a good thing, right? So now we've established that you have the bulk, which is getting on keto, carnivore, or based diet, whilst also eating some carbs so that you can full on just experience the full on bulk like a lion. And then you have the cuts, which is laying off the carbs, the processed foods, the sugars, and just kind of sticking to the keto carnivore animal-based diet, right? Boom. So the three types of diets are actually good for you. And they all have one thing in common. They are high fat, high protein, low carbs. Now, why is this a good thing, right? High fats makes it work. Makes it work, right? Not only that, but it keeps you full for longer. Now, high protein, obviously, you want to build a good amount of muscles. You get a shit ton of protein. Now, what are these three diets? We have keto diet, carnivore diet, and animal-based diet. All three of these are good options whether you want to bulk or you want to cut. Now, why exactly are carbs bad? Or why exactly should you keep your carbs low? Simply put, your carbs increase your insulin. And if you increase the insulin, that's when you start to build fat. That's when you start to have these kind of like tiredness things. This is when you start to feel, your brain starts to feel kind of foggy. You forget things a lot. Your brain works a lot slower. You essentially become brain dead. Alright, boom. But what exactly are the benefits to keto, carnivore, or animal-based diet? With keto, it's literally just high fat, moderate protein, low carbs. This is good if you want to lose weight. Not so good for bulking. Though if you increase the amount of protein, then sure, it might be good. Then there's a carnivore diet, which is basically just meat. Yeah, literally just meat. Your protein and your fats are going to be extremely high. And your carbs are going to be like really, really low, right? Then you have the animal-based diet, which is basically meat, chicken, eggs, cheese, all that kind of stuff. Anything an animal would actually eat. And then it's probably like the perfect balance between like keto and the carnivore diet. And that's simply because you have like a lot more options. Now you could go the autistic route and focus on one of those three things, or you can actually have fun in your diet and mix the three together. But I guess it'd be two because animal-based diet is basically just carnivore diet. But yeah, cool. So you're gonna mix the keto and animal-based diet together. This allows you to have your vegetables, which are like the good kind of carbs, which have like vitamins and shit, and then the animal-based diet, which also has like the meats, the proteins, the fats, all of that kind of shit. Right? Cool. We've established the diet, the perfect diet: keto, animal-based diet, carnivore diet. We've established that you get high protein, high fat, low carbs. Boom. Now let's talk about the workouts. We are gonna go over the upper chest. You have incline dumbbell fly. This is by far a cheat code to building the aesthetic upper chest, right? To build like a great upper chest, right? And for this, I personally do 6 sets to failure. And the reason for this is because it forces me every single time I'm doing those 6 sets, push past my limits. The thing is, right, when most people go to the gym, they are training like complete pussies. They do 3 sets of 12s and then they stop and go to the next set. And when you're a noob, this is fine because, you know, building good muscle when you're a noob is a lot easier than like when you're like intermediate, right? So there's that. But actually, the thing is, right, when you start building like muscle, 3 sets of 12, 4 sets of 12, they're not good enough anymore. You actually need to push yourself to failure. You actually need to progressive overload. And the only way you're going to progressive overload is training to failure, 100%. Boom. All right. So you work out on incline dumbbell fly, 6 sets to failure. And you increase the weight about every single week, every single 2 weeks. And that's how you progressively overload. Next up, low to high cable fly, which is basically just doing this. It's like an incline, right? So here's the thing with upper chest. You kind of have to incline up, and that targets your upper chest. And now here's the thing. When you're training your upper chest, you're also training your middle and your lower chest. As opposed to if you were training just your lower chest, you would kind of have like man boobs, right? Now, you incline, and now you're building this muscle, and this muscle, and this muscle. And, you know, again, just like with incline dumbbell fly, you are going to train to failure. 6 sets to failure, right? Doing this. Now, when you train to failure, we're going to feel it in your muscles the next day. You're going to get sore. This is a good thing, right? You slowly want to increase the weight, just like the last one. Cool. Next, we've got chest press. This is by far the simplest one. You go to most gyms, they have the machines. Fairly simple to work out. The good thing about chest press is it kind of always works out your shoulders as well. So it's kind of like you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Cool. Let's go for the triceps, which are kind of this kind of muscle, right? Boom. Realistically, you just need one workout for this because, again, it is literally just one muscle right here. Tricep pull downs. For this, like all my workouts, I'm going to say 6 sets to failure, whilst also progressive overloading every single week. This way, you are getting stronger whilst also increasing your rep range and your weight range, right? You keep on doing this whilst bulking bulking or cutting, you'll build a shit ton of muscles around here, so long as you're consistent with it. Simply put, I already do this exercise at the gym. There's no point of trying to overcomplicate it and trying to do 5 different tricep workouts because it's utterly useless. All right, cool. Next one. Lateral raises and reverse flies. All right. This is specifically for shoulders. You wouldn't grow those boulder shoulders. Just spam lateral raises. Lateral raises kind of works out the front part of your muscles, right? This kind of part. And it kind of gives you the kind of aesthetic, kind of boulder shoulder kind of physique. This is just one half of shoulders, right? The second half is reverse fly, which kind of works out your back muscles, kind of gives you that kind of rounded, nice boulder shoulder. Lateral raises is basically just like this. Again, like I said before, you're going to be doing 6 sets of these 2 workouts, right? Until failure, and then you slowly want to gradually lift up the weights. Increase the weights. That's the word. Increase the weights. Cool. Boom. Back workouts. We have 2 most famous ones. Pull-ups and lat pull downs, right? These 2 are how you're gonna make that kind of wide back. The fucking Dorito shape physique. So lat pull down, you have the wide range and the close range, right? Both are good. I recommend training both as well. They kind of work out different muscle groups. I can't remember the specific things, right? The tip of my tongue, but I can't specifically remember it right now. But essentially what you're doing is you're doing this kind of motion. It's sort of like this. And you're pulling down, and you feel it in your upper back area, right? Your lats. So you're kind of in this kind of motion, right? And now what you're doing is you're building your back muscle. This is by far the most effective way to build your back muscle. It's also kind of a brain dead version. You're not really having to put all your focus into worrying about your form. I mean, realistically, lean back a bit, chest out, pull down onto your shoulders, or around below your chest area, pull back up, down, pull back up, and then down. And then obviously you have pull-ups, which are, again, self-explanatory. You have the pull-up bar, grab onto it, you pull yourself up. Me personally, I can do 10 of these. But it's simply because I'm bulking right now. If I was cutting right now, I'd probably be able to do double this. Pull-ups, again, just like that, pull-downs, kind of affect your entire back, well, your entire upper back, right? And it is definitely one of the best and most fun workouts to do when training back. Because it's kind of like, it's partially calisthenics, which is what I love. But obviously I'm bulking right now, so can't really do calisthenics right now. Then there are like other workouts like the seated row, which again, is pretty simple. It's basically just, you have like the grip, you pull yourself, and then it kind of works out like I believe it's the triceps and the upper back muscle, the lats, pulling like this. And yeah, so basically again, with like the chest press, you're working two muscle groups, you're killing two birds at the same time. You're working out your lats and you're working out your triceps. So another fantastic workout. No, I'm like kind of fuzzy on my fucking workout names, but I'm pretty sure you have dumbbell row, which is basically just, see if you can actually see it. You're kind of bent over and you're kind of like picking up like this. This works the uppermost part of the back, right? It feels kind of tingly when you do it. That's the funny thing, right? But essentially what you're doing is just this. Cool. Let's move on to your arms. This, just like the triceps, you do not need to overcomplicate it. Simply just get a barbell, do this, keep your arms straight, keep your fucking shoulders straight, all the way down, all the way down. Just keep it straight. It's that simple, right? That's literally all you need to do for biceps. Spam that for like, I don't know, 2 times a week. Your biceps will grow like mine. It's fucking sunny, but like, yeah, you get the point. Next, you have legs. Just go on the leg machines, man. 6 sets to failure. You'll grow your legs out in no time. Now, I also did deadlifts when I'm training legs. I simply because it's more fun. Also works out your lower back and your legs as well. So killing 2 birds with 1 stone, training my lower back with my legs, which makes my thing life entire. I'm training my lower back with my legs, which makes my life a whole lot easier because killing 2 birds with 1 stone by training my lower back on my legs without having to sacrifice training my upper back and my lower back, which will make me a lot more tired and a lot more less focused on my back workouts.